Well, we've got a variety of disciplines for you to see. We've got Heelwork to music, Bloodhounds, obedience, working trials, and a fascinating show of the gun dogs. But to start us off, we've got Jenny Deakin with Heelwork to music.
Thank you, everybody. Please welcome my team into the ring. As you'll see, there's a variety of breeds of dogs here, from large to small. Any dog can do this discipline. From large to small, we've got a Great Dane. We've got a flat coat, we've got a Bernese, a Lurcher, a Shetland Sheepdog, Cocker Spaniel, Pomeranian, and a Jack Russell. Now what they're going to show you here, they're just warming their dogs up now, and they're showing you a few moves. But the thing about Heelwork to music is it splits into two disciplines. So they're going to see some Heelwork to music, which is derived from the obedience line. So they're doing different positions. There's 8 recognised positions in Heelwork to music. You can go sideways, forwards, or backwards. As you see, all varieties of the dogs can do this. It's all good fun. And there's also the freestyle side of it. So this is the freestyle, guys. Now you can do twists and spins. Let's see what these little dogs are going to do. Oh, Teddy's doing some jumping. And Henry's going to do a leg weave. Oh, he's on his back legs there. The Bernese is doing some lovely paw work. That's you, Alice. I'm talking about you. Lovely. Okay, now then, with the freestyle, you can use props. Now I'm going to be Henry's prop. What can Henry do?
Go round. Go round.
Oh, he's going to go round me.
Go round.
Oh, you missed that one. Try again. Yay! And it's all positively taught. Now we're going to put the dogs in front and show you the popular move of walking back. Off you go, ladies. Walking back. And then they're going to give their dogs some praise. Heelwork to music is generally taught through clicker training or positive reinforcement training. And they're having a bit of a play. So we've got a variety of ages of dogs here, from 2 up to 9. Now the music's going to change. Now the wonderful thing about Heelwork to music is when you've taught your moves, your behaviours and your Heelwork, you can choose the music you want to do. So what you're going to see on this demonstration is some small sequences of moves. The Lurcher and the Shetland Sheepdog are going to be doing Heelwork. And then in the middle we've got Andrea and Henry, the Jack Russell doing freestyle, and also Bracken and Carol. We have to watch Bracken. He's got a bit of a strong nose. He likes his food. So you see the Heelwork, they're doing, Gail and Gilbert are doing some across positions. Now both the Heelwork dogs are actual rescue dogs. So they took them from a rescue home, taught them a few moves. So now we're going to have a change of handler. And we're going to welcome Leslie and her lovely flat coat retriever. Now, Minstrel's only 2 years old, but he's also trained as a gun dog. He goes on rush shoot. And then we've got the lovely Bernese in the middle with Sandra. She's doing some freestyle, some half turns there. Lovely, and some synchronised spins. Lovely. Now we're going to have a change of handler. Now this is a gorgeous little dog. This is Teddy. Oh, look, he's hopping. Now Teddy's a 2-year-old Pomeranian. Oh, he's in the spotlight and he's on her feet. Now this is some freestyle moves you're seeing. Sandra and Teddy went to a local club in the Cotswolds and decided they wanted to do some training. They did a bit of good citizens and then decided to move on to some Heelwork to music. Oh, isn't that cute? Next we're going to welcome into the ring, or into the spotlight, the largest dog in Heelwork to music. This is 4-year-old Brew. He's the Great Dane, obviously. He was a rescue. Christine, his handler, took him on. He's on his 3rd home and he's doing remarkably well. And in the middle is another rescue dog. This is Sunny, the Shetland Sheepdog. Excellent, very nice. Now, ladies, I'm going to invite you into the ring. We're going to show them some poses. Okay, so show me one pose. Now, poses can be used at the start of a routine, or Gilbert's up on his back legs. Minstrels are doing. Can we do another pose? You can use them as a trick, or at the end of a routine. That's very nice. Well done, ladies. Really nice. Okay, now they're going to form a circle. And we're just going to show you some of the basic moves that when you start Heelwork to music that you can do. Okay, Leslie? So it's one leg weave, and we're going to do a bit of a domino effect. and they're just going to show you one leg weave, and then they're going to go back the other way. Now, if you see any moves that you'd like to learn about, please do come and see us. Oh, they're doing some twists now. Come and see us in Hall 3, and we'd love to share our enthusiasm and love for the sport. And now they're doing some go-rounds. Very nice. What else can they do? Oh, Leslie's doing some weaves. Can they do an upside-down end? Let's watch Rue. Oh, he's upside down. Who else is upside down? Oh, Gilbert's upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, the main arena Heelwork music
Well
team.
done, Jenny and the team. Great stuff. If you want to go up and see them, don't forget Hall 3, the activity centre. Now we've got something for you you don't hear a lot about, you don't see a lot of them. Leo's here with the Bloodhounds.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bloodhounds. We have Lorraine and Ian with us here today with Atticus, Taffy and Solly. 3 lovely examples of the modern day Bloodhound. Very old breed. First came to these shores round about 1066 with William the Conqueror and has been with us ever since. In the early years of the formation of the Bloodhound, they were shared amongst the aristocracy and the royal houses of Europe, were kept as much prized packs, and obviously in those days, at that period of history, hunting was very fashionable, and the hounds were used for deer hunting, for flushing out boar, and other types of game hunting. Bloodhounds have always been renowned for having excellent noses, and their ability to find a human being is by far the best nose in the business, as far as we're concerned. Others may contradict us, but we think we have the dogs with the best noses in the business for finding the human being. They've got a natural affinity to trial the scent of a human being. We have trials for bloodhounds under the auspices of the Kennel Club. The hounds here before you today compete at trials and also compete on the show bench. They are a genuine dual-purpose breed. For our trials, we have tremendous fun. We're out in the countryside. It's not for the faint-hearted, but if you love the outdoor life, then a bloodhound could be your answer to getting into the countryside, keeping fit, and having a wonderful dog that provides a wonderful sport. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the Bloodhounds.
Well done, Leo. I'd like to pronounce your last name, but I don't think I'll do that. What I can say, if you'd like to go and meet these wonderful animals and speak to Leo or any of the handlers about them, then you pop up to the activity centre in Hall 3. And you've got all the same with all the disciplines you're going to see now. The owners and the handlers will be on hand, and the experts you can talk to. If you haven't got one of that particular breed and you want to think of going into it, that's the place to be. Hall 3, the activity centre. Now we've got obedience, and if over in Hall 5 we've got obedience championships going on, but there's many interests and facets to obedience, and Claire Coughlin is going to tell us all about it.
Thank you very much. Well, as you can see, we've got a mixture of breeds here on display. The first thing we're showing you is the retrieve exercise. You can see here in the corner, we've got Linda here. She's not having a rest, she's just doing something called armchair training. This is how we would start off at home with the dog. This is little Benji, a rescue from Wood Green, and he's only recently started to learn about obedience. So the first thing Linda's doing is she's got a favourite toy. And what we do to start with is we ask him to hold and give. So rather than use the dumbbell, we're going to start with the toy, something he enjoys playing with. So then we're moving around then. You can see that some of the handlers have got a dumbbell. So if we have a look at Hillary, you can see that Woody's absolutely desperate to have a go at retrieve. It's his favourite exercise. So let's have a look, Hillary. So she's going to put Woody there into the sit. And take the lead off, otherwise you'll be joining him down the other end of the ring. Okay, so we ask him to sit. We throw the dumbbell, and he has to wait there until he's told otherwise. And off you go, Hillary. So he's asked to fetch it, he goes straight out. He enjoyed that a little bit too much, if we're thinking about perfection. And take it, and finish. And Hillary's being a perfectionist. He anticipated. Let's give him a bit of encouragement anyway, because he enjoyed that retrieve. Okay, if we move round to the next dog, we can see here's Josie, who's our Belgian Shepherd Malinois. And Kerry's just using a toy. When you get a bit higher up in obedience, you have to use an article, and that's decided by the judge on the morning. So you need to be practicing with lots of different articles. If we move around then, we can see Lynn using a dumbbell with Blossom. This is our Polish lowland. So if we have a look, Lynn, let's have a look at a formal novice retrieve now. So again, we're asking Blossom to wait, throw the dumbbell out, ask her to fetch it. She has to go straight there, pick it up cleanly. In we come, and take it, and finish. Lovely. So there's little Blossom. Well done, Blossom. She's only 18 months, so she's doing well. Okay, Jane. So this is an article. This is Jigger here, our border collie. You just do your own thing now, Jane. So he's 6 years old, working at the top level of obedience. He goes out, picks up a roll of tape. There's a funny texture for him. And round into the finish. What about that? Well done, Jigger. Okay, we're finished with retrieve then, so we're moving on. And the next thing we want to show you is DC and positions on the move. So these are advanced exercises. So just have a go, team, whilst you're waiting for your dumbbell to be collected. So we train this on the lead, first of all, but you'll notice that the more advanced dogs are off the lead at the moment. So the dogs have to go through the various positions, sit, stand and down. And again, the routine is decided on the morning by the judge. So you can see that the dogs are training the exercise around the middle. If we have a look at Jane, though, first of all. Okay, Jane, so she puts him in a position. Can we look at it how it would be in the ring now, Jane, please? So, dog in the sit. Now you have to imagine this is a much greater distance, normally in competition. So he has to not move more than a body length, forward, backward, or to the side. We've got to do 6 positions. What about that, ladies and gentlemen? Only perfection. Well done. Where's our send-away markers? Here we are, coming. Okay, so send-away markers are going to be placed out now. We have the first dog ready for send-away. Okay, so when you watch the working trials display shortly, they do their send-away slightly differently. But in obedience, we either have 3 or 4 markers. You can see they're being placed out now. And we normally use a toy or a mat to start the dog off. So here's Blossom. As I said, she's quite a young dog, only 18 months. So she's just being trained in this exercise. So you notice there's Lynn with a ball there. And she's going to place the ball out just in front of the back marker. There we are. Off we go, Lynn. So she calls the dog and places it down at the back marker. There we are. Okay, good girl. And then we move on. That's it, next dog. Okay, now this time the ball's being placed out on behalf of the handler. Now, there we are. Will she go straight to it? Yes, she will. And lie down. Good girl, Josie. Well done. Now here's Woody raring to go. Okay then, we're going to rush through Hillary quickly as we can. And down. Well done, Woody. Right, this is how it's going to look in the ring. As soon as we move Woody. Okay, Jane, off we go. So this is how it would look in the obedience ring now. So you notice, first of all, Jane's going to show him the area. He goes straight to it. He's overshot a little bit. We won't mind too much, that's because he's enjoying it. About turn and call. And straight into a lovely clean pickup. What about that, ladies and gentlemen, then? That's the send away and pickup. That just gives you a little taste of obedience, but do come and see us to find out more.
Well done, Claire. Give them a round of applause, and all the team from the obedience section. Now, that'll all be all 3, as Claire said. And you can go and speak to them about any facet of obedience you want. Now we're next going to move on to another discipline, perhaps a little smaller than some of the other disciplines. If you go down the middle of winter, down this country lane, see some cars parked and a guy standing out in the middle of the field with a tracking line on a dog. It's probably working trials. And the man who's going to tell us all about it is Mr. Stan Ford.
Thank you, Dave. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give you a small demo of working trials. What is working trials? Very much like police dog work, searching and tracking. What are these dogs doing? We're moving on from the retrieve, and we're starting to get the dogs to retrieve more than one article. What are they picking up? Could be outdoors in long grass, and the dog has to use its nose, not its eyes, which it can use here. And the dog is finding something bearing a scent of a person. Anybody? Not the handler's scent of another. All right, and in competition, as you saw the obedience dogs do a retrieve, this is just an extension of that exercise. The dog goes out, picks up different objects. It's a piece of wood. This is a piece of cartridge here, a piece of carpet, and the dog brings the article back. It doesn't swallow it. Just like the police dog, we wouldn't want to lose the evidence. We certainly wouldn't want to lose the marks in a competition. So the dogs are bringing them back, holding on to them, and the handler's taking them. Judy with Brig. Here, you'll note we've got a couple of Labradors, very fit for purpose. These are two fit and active dogs. Okay, Judy? Okay, sends the dogs out. Now, the most important exercise in tracking, in exercises, is that of tracking. Now, Barry, you'll notice, is just laying a track for the dogs. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to imagine this is a field of grass, and he's laying a pattern in a field. Here, obviously, small area, lots of dogs have walked over it. Unlike the Bloodhounds, the dog that follows this track is not following the scent of the person, it's following a disturbance on the ground. So we would dispute what Leo says. We think we're the most accurate dogs with a nose. Right, we've seen that. Now, we just had a dog barking. Another exercise of ours is the speak on command, which you saw demonstrated there. And now we're going to have a dog tracking. Now, the dog comes out, harness and line on. Why does it work on a harness and line? Because it's an indication to the dog what it has to do in the exercise. It has to follow where the person has walked. This pole indicates the start of the track, which if you look into police dog circles could be somebody's house, and the dog needs to follow the path that Barry has laid. He's worked on a line, and here you'll see the dog. This is Teal, a young Labrador, and he's following the disturbance of Barry's feet. Here he finds the first article. Sheila takes that from him. And then the dog tracks on. Now, if you imagine this dog's doing a half a mile in the outdoors. Okay, he takes the turn. And again follows. I think you've got to finish there, because it appears our gun dog friends have in fact laid their obstacles over your track. Right, there it was showing you. It's not about the scent of the person. The dog is not hunting. The dog has his nose very close to the ground. Now, our dogs find articles on the track, which is very different to what a bloodhound does. A bloodhound, as I said, he's hunting, he's not tracking. Right, now we're going to show you a little send away and redirection. Judy with Brig is going to show you sending her dog out. Now, this could be a distance of some 300 yards in working trials. Now she redirects the dog to the right, to the marker, keeps going, stops him there. Okay, now she moves him to the left, stops him, and then calls him in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much, and I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciation for the working trials dogs. Thank you.
It's a fascinating sport, so if you want to know anything about working trials, then please go up and see Stan and the team up in Hall 3. Now, the final discipline we're going to look at, and we've got a young lady to tell us all about it. It is a fascinating sport, and she is a total enthusiast. In fact, she could talk all night on it, but it's such a good subject. It's Philippa Williams and the Gun Dogs.
Hooray! Good afternoon, everybody. Here they come. This is the gang. Oh, dear. Secret. Excuse me. That squashed the poor spaniel. You're going to have a very good imagination for this. So we've mocked up a little bit of a drive. Now, a drive is where the guns have been stationary, maybe probably in a valley, in a bit of a dip. The picking up dogs are way behind, and the beaters, i.e. with the spaniels, etc., flush the birds forward. So we've been told now at the end of the drive that there are various birds down. Now, live game or injured game must be picked first. So what the dogs are looking at here is trying to find shot scent or blood scent, not game scent. Otherwise your dog would just running riot all over everywhere and chasing birds and rabbits, etc., etc. So we've been told that the injured game has probably gone into these bushes. Sally's just checking her dog there, making sure he's listening to her. I'm going to send Boise Bonkers with a head full of conkers out. He is actually a field trial champion. We have 3 field trial champions here today. So anybody that tells you you can't train a proper gun dog with reward-based training methods are talking through their back end. Hats, yes, yes. So this proves the point. Boys, get out. Good lad. Good. The dogs are stopping on the whistle, as you saw maybe earlier on, that the dogs will take direction left and right and back, etc. I work 6, probably 8 at any one time, predominantly 6. So they must all take their own cue from you. It's not en masse riot. Chimp, get over. Chimp, get over. Go on, get over. Go on, get over. So that's him and his half-brother out there. So that's field trial champion Levengill Isle of Arran and field trial champion Lionheart. So there's Monkey sat there beautifully on the whistle, waiting for direction. So I'm going to make up my mind which way I'm going to send him. And I think I'm going to actually push him back. Get on. Chimp, get on. Good lad. So I could have taken him to the left-hand bush, but I decided there was a lot of dogs out there, so I'm going to make sure. Here he goes, good lad, well done. He does exactly as he's told. So here we go with the golden retriever. Boys, get over. So again, stopping on Erica's whistle, but that doesn't matter. It just shows that the dog is listening to the stop whistle. Excuse me, wrong owner, thank you. Don't mind me. Obviously her treats are better than mine, thank you. So he'll sit there all day, love him, watching and listening, etc. I'm going to send another dog past him now. Chimp, get over. Good man. Oh, you can give him a round of applause if you like, you know. Thank you very much. The dogs really do respond well to the applause. And it's not just a question of sending them out. As you see, we're adding this control here. We've still got Boise sat in there, love him. And all the dogs working around. So that one-to-one is vital. We're really, really proud that these dogs work many, many days throughout the shooting season. They're very fit, they're very healthy, they do the job that they were bred to do, and they are a delight to live with. So it's really important that our breeds are kept fit and healthy, that they can do this job. Oh, a little bit of a kiss there in the middle. Gay boys, you know. Sorry. They were brought up together, these two. They're the same age. Like bookends. Oh, look, and I've forgotten Monkey. He's still sat there waiting. Monkey, get in there. Monk, get in. He says, no, you can't be talking to me. You're talking to everybody else. Monk, get in. Good lad, good boy. He says, she rabbits on, you know, for hours and hours on end. Good lad, good boy. Boys, get over. Good boy. So again, passing a mate there. So vitally important, as I say. So all of these things, all of the game that we pick throughout the season, this is all very highly managed. It doesn't happen by accident, by chance. All the birds are really well cared for and reared properly in a beautiful environment that we, as you, can all enjoy. And this is the ultimate piece de resistance. So we need to trust our dogs, but also they need to trust us. It is a complete partnership. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody here today. If you'd like to come and watch any of our demonstrations, we are on the dog activities stand, and we'd be more than happy to help and talk to you any time. We could try the spaniel, but you know, this thing is the naughtiest thing in creation, so anything could happen now. I'm not proud, and I'm obviously definitely not brave, but let's give her a go. Secret, get over. Get over. Get in there. Get in there. Is there one in there? Hey! Good girl. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. We thoroughly enjoyed it. I know our dogs have enjoyed it. Enjoy your show. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well done, Philippa. Great lesson in gun dog work. You've given us some very entertaining as always. And in fact, folks, would you like to thank all our handlers who've been showing us what they do? You can meet them up in Hall 3 of the Activities Centre, and you can talk to them yourself about whatever you want to talk about as far as their disciplines are concerned. And we've got all the disciplines there. So, would you like to thank the Heelwork Music crews, captained by Jenny Deakin, Leo and the Bloodhounds, Claire Coughlin and the Obedience handlers, Stan Ford and the Working Trials handlers, and last but not least, as you've just seen, is Philippa Williams and the Gun Dogs. Thank you, everyone, and we'll, no doubt, we'll be getting a visit up in Hall 3. So if you'd like to leave now, on the way back to Hall 3, can I just mention, folks, that we're still missing a screen up on this side of the arena, so I'm afraid you're seated over here today. There is no screen working. We'll have it fixed for tomorrow, but not working today. We'll be back shortly with some novice agility, or I should say novice jumping. That's coming up into the arena next. So we'll see you after a short break.
Well done, Dave, and very well done to the dog activities team. It does give you a fascinating insight into what you can do with any type of dog. Quite brilliant. Great display, and as Dave said, up in Hall 3, the dog activities stand, very, very good value.